Belize Diabetes Association estimates that around 50,000 Belizeans aged between 20 and 79 are living with diabetes. A person is considered diabetic if their blood glucose level exceeds 126 milligrams per deciliter, and significant bodily harm begins when levels surpass 150 milligrams per deciliter. However, diabetes specialist Dr. Herman Alamia emphasizes that a disciplined regimen of a balanced diet, medication, and exercise can lower these levels significantly, potentially extending a patient's life by years. The crucial first step is discovering your status.
Some people are fearful of the testing because of the pricking of the finger, okay? But this is necessary for you to control the levels of sugar in your body, okay? Why? Because once the sugar is up, it's damaging the whole system, affecting every organ in your body, okay? Some people have this concept that diabetes, I can have 200, 250, and they say, oh, that's fine, that's control. No, that is not control. For me, I ask my patients to have at least below 150 or even closer, 140 would be control.
Alamia says that if the blood glucose level goes above 150, it begins to wreak havoc on the body without the patient even knowing.
Once your sugar is above 150, it begins to bind with other chemicals in your blood, right? And the worst one it binds with, it can combine with, is the LDL cholesterol, the low density lipoprotein cholesterol, because it's the bad, considered the bad cholesterol. Once that is bound, it deposits on the inside lining of the arteries, causing an inflammation. And that inflammation develops into an atherosclerotic plaque. And that atherosclerotic plaque is what makes the diameter of the vascular, of the artery, goes down, and so the circulation and the blood passing through is less, okay? And this less circulation or ischemia is what goes damaging your eyes, your heart, your kidneys, the legs.
Failing to get tested for diabetes means you might remain unaware of the condition until its symptoms become glaringly obvious. Unfortunately, by then, the disease often has already inflicted irreversible damage on vital organs like the kidneys or heart. One telltale sign of diabetes is poor circulation in the hands or feet. Gary Ayuso, the visionary behind the Anodyne Therapy Center of Belize on Cemetery Road, is also a certified anodyne therapist. He passionately explains that their patented equipment revitalizes limbs by encouraging the body to release nitric oxide, promoting healing and improved circulation.
Nitric oxide is a physiological compound of the body, and what it does, it vasodilates. One of the main effects of diabetes is allowing the body or tricking the body not to produce nitric oxide. In that case, it causes poor circulation, which is peripheral neuropathy. And that's the effect, that's the main effect of diabetes. It keeps shutting down the body a bit at a time, causing limbs to go numb, they're necrotic and stuff like that. Another thing diabetes does is, because the eyes have the smallest capillaries in the body, the circulation is not enough to open, so it affects the eyes tremendously. Now, what this infrared laser does, it allows the body to produce nitric oxide. So this machine actually stimulates the body to produce nitric oxide. So it begins to vasodilate, opening veins, arteries, capillaries, and stuff like that. So it actually rejuvenates the body and bring back new cells.
Ayuso has been offering the service to diabetics and other patients since 2007. And since then, he says he has had a growing number of clients who find the treatment useful.
We have been open since 2007, and we've helped a lot of people. I can recall once a lady came in the door and said, Mr. Ayuso, you need to save my limb because doctor said they'll cut it off in 2 to 3 weeks. And I said, come every day, and we did it. And when he went back to the doctor said, well, I don't know what you're doing, but we don't have to cut off that toe again. So things like that, we have a lot of success stories.
At the Belize Diabetes Association, located at the bustling intersection of Central American Boulevard and Mahogany Street, registered members can attend free group sessions on diabetes management. Additionally, they can benefit from personalized one-on-one consultations with Dr. Alamia, who generously volunteers his expertise. The association also provides essential supplies like syringes, glucose monitors, and strips to its members, thanks to generous donations. President Lynette Valerio proudly highlights that they offer a range of support services to assist those living with diabetes.
So we have a support system where we have a doctor who works closely with us. He would see patients in a group setting and even have one-on-one session with persons who would need more support in managing their diabetes. And the services we provide are to support and educate people on diabetes. We also do a lot of awareness programs as well. On a monthly basis, we have a meeting with members and persons living with diabetes where we would invite somebody who can speak on diabetes, maybe a doctor, a medical practitioner, who would speak on everything about diabetes.
20-year-old DeAndre Dawson was diagnosed with diabetes at age 4. He told us that in his childhood, watching his friends eat sweets was difficult when he couldn't. Then he began consuming sugary stuff, and it almost cost him his life.
Seeing your friends, students eating the stuff that you cannot eat, candies, ideals, stuff like tabletas, fudge, cakes, that went very hard on me, meaning that I still went and do it behind closed doors, that took me where, those semi-comas, hallucinating, watching my peers, in regards to drinking and food-wise. Us as diabetic can take a 1 and 2 drink, there's nothing that we cannot do, I would say. It's just in moderation.
Dr. Alamia, who incidentally has also been suffering from diabetes for over 20 years, says it is possible for people to effectively manage their glucose level while still enjoying life. Reporting for News 5, I'm Marion Ali.